Maal Hijrah, the Islamic New Year, history and spiritual meaning. Maal Hijrah, also known as Awal Muharram, marks the beginning of the Islamic lunar calendar. Unlike secular New Year celebrations, Maal Hijrah is a solemn and spiritually significant occasion rooted in one of the most pivotal events in Islamic history, the Hijrah, or migration, of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his followers from Makkah to Yathrib, later renamed Medina, in 622 CE. This migration was not merely a change of location. It symbolized a profound transformation. At the time, Muslims in Makkah were enduring intense persecution for their beliefs. The Hijrah represented a strategic move to preserve the nascent Muslim community and allowed them to establish a new social and political order based on Islamic values. It was in Medina that the Muslim ummah community would flourish, where Islamic law was first implemented, and where the Prophet Muhammad would serve not only as a spiritual guide, but also as a statesman and leader. In recognition of its foundational importance, the second caliph, Umar ibn al-Khattab, R.A., officially adopted the Hijrah as the starting point of the Islamic calendar during his reign in 638 CE. This marked a clear distinction between the sacred timekeeping of Muslims and the solar-based calendars used elsewhere. Thus, 622 CE became year 1 AH, Anno Hagire, in the Islamic calendar. Maal Hijrah is the first day of Muharram, one of the 4 sacred months in Islam, where warfare is forbidden and acts of devotion are especially encouraged. Although it is not among the major festivals like Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha, Maal Hijrah carries deep spiritual resonance. It is a time of reflection, renewal, and introspection, a moment for Muslims to review the past year, seek forgiveness for their shortcomings, and commit to bettering themselves in the year ahead. The themes of migration, sacrifice, and transformation are central. The Hijrah reminds Muslims that hardship often precedes ease, that perseverance in faith yields blessings, and that sometimes leaving behind comfort is necessary for spiritual growth. It also reaffirms the idea that the spiritual journey of each believer is a form of personal hijrah, a constant striving to leave behind sin and move toward righteousness. In Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, and other parts of Southeast Asia, Maal Hijrah is observed with official public holidays and national-level commemorations. Ceremonies often include religious lectures, Quran recitations, prayers, and awards given to exemplary figures within the Muslim community. The spirit of unity, gratitude, and moral reflection is emphasized across mosques, schools, and homes. Globally, Maal Hijrah provides Muslims an opportunity to reconnect with the roots of their faith and recommit to the ideals that underpin Islamic civilization: compassion, justice, humility, and resilience. While there are no prescribed rituals specific to Maal Hijrah in the Quran or Hadith, many Muslims choose to fast on the 10th of Muharram, known as Ashura, which carries its own significance. For Sunni Muslims, Ashura commemorates the day Allah saved Prophet Musa, Moses, and the Israelites from Pharaoh's tyranny. For Shia Muslims, it marks the martyrdom of Imam Hussein ibn Ali at Karbala in 680 CE, a profound tragedy that deeply shapes Shia identity and spiritual mourning. In essence, Maal Hijrah is not about fireworks or countdowns. It is a quiet, spiritual new year, calling believers to remember the past not for nostalgia but for guidance, to chart a path forward not with resolutions, but with intention, discipline, and faith. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again, its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. to fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.